guys, it's Bria, and today we are going to be talking about Aries, the good, the bad, the ugly, and maybe some advice that we can give to Aries based on their traits and their personality type that might be able to help them connect better with other signs in the zodiac. I am married to an Aries, so I feel like I have good first-hand experience with Aries, and my husband is like the textbook Aries. So it's pretty interesting to do all this research on Aries and kind of see why he ticks. And that's what's so cool about learning about zodiac signs in general, is you can kind of figure out why the people in your life are the way that they are. It's cool to see the good and bad side of the signs and sort of that question answered, like, why are you the way you are? Well, it has a lot to do with our zodiac signs, right? Every sign is either a masculine sign or a feminine sign, and Aries is masculine. It doesn't mean that an Aries woman can't be feminine and beautiful or have feminine qualities about her or him. It just means that each sign has either more masculine qualities or more feminine qualities. They're known to be the more aggressive signs. They'll make their decisions based on logic. They'll kind of go head first into decisions more, whereas the feminine signs put a lot more thought and emotion to the decisions that they make. Feminine signs tend to be more nurturing. And of course, every single person isn't 100% masculine or 100% feminine. We all have different qualities about ourselves, but Aries is a more masculine sign, okay? Just like every sign is either feminine or masculine, we are also all either cardinal signs, mutable signs, or fixed signs. And we'll get into fixed and mutable signs a little later on in the zodiac, but Aries are cardinal signs. These are the initiators. They are the first of their season. And cardinal sign literally means the start to a new season. So Aries definitely embodies that cardinal sign because they're not only the start to their season, they're the start to the entire zodiac. Aries is a fire sign. They're a very fiery personality. They're very enthusiastic. They're really, really excited about new beginnings, and they are just really fiery and passionate about the things that they want to do in life, whether that be their relationships or their job or their goals. They're very fiery and passionate, and they're not afraid to start something new. The biggest self-starters that you will ever meet. They're not afraid of new beginnings. They're not afraid to initiate something new. It's really cool to see actually that they're so passionate about new beginnings and not afraid to start new projects. Like for me, I kind of dread starting new projects. I get really in my own head. I'm an air sign, so I'm in my own head a lot. I'm questioning things, but Aries are really good about just jumping into new projects, new ideas, new places, new people. They're not afraid to just start conversations. The Aries symbol is the ram, and the ram is known to charge forward with confidence, not second guessing themselves. The ram knows that it has a job and it just goes forth. Doesn't spend a lot of time thinking about what the other animals are thinking about him or her. You know, the ram just moves forward and starts on its journey no matter what it needs to do. It's not questioning, it's not second guessing itself, it just goes forward, and that's something that Aries definitely are known for. Aries' ruling planet is Mars, and Mars in Greek mythology is the planet of war, or the warrior planet. So there's a lot of passion and aggression and a lot of action happening, and that's where Aries gets a lot of its aggressive nature from. And every sign has a sign color. The Aries color is red, which also fuels their fiery passion. Red embodies passion, power, and attention, honestly. I mean, what colors are used to grab our attention on street signs and traffic lights? Red. Red is noticeable, red is bold, red is kind of fearless and fiery, and that totally embodies an Aries, absolutely. So some really, really great qualities about Aries is their ability to just live in the moment. They are not thinking about what other people think about them, really. They're not in their heads. They're really, really clear-minded about staying focused on themselves, and that can seem like a bad thing to some people, but you know, Aries is a more of a selfish sign. Fire signs in general are more motivated by things that will enhance or improve their own lives. That's just the type of people that they are, and there are more like selfless signs out there, and some people value that a lot more. But I think with Aries, they truly realize that they can't help anybody else until they help themselves, and I think that that's kind of cool, honestly. being selfish is something that's looked down upon so much in our culture, I think, and it's okay to put yourself first when you need to, and I think we can learn that from an Aries. Aries are very strong-willed, very, very self-motivated when they get to do what they want to do. You're not going to see an Aries in a job that they dislike very often. Aries will be the type of person that would rather maybe have a pay cut or be an entrepreneur and maybe not get paid right away because they're, investing in themselves. They'll be the first to invest in themselves and the first to prioritize freedom and not being bossed around over having money. Of course, money is important to Aries and, money and power and stuff like that, but they're the last person to want to have a boss telling them what to do. They hate being told what to do. They like to be the boss. They like to be the initiator. They like to tell people what to do, not the other way around. My husband, who is an Aries, he really has never had a quote-unquote traditional job before. He has always worked for himself. He has always worked with other groups of people where he can not be told what to do. He thrives in the environment where he can truly work on things that he's passionate about, and he would rather put in the time and effort to try a lot of new things than to go work a 9-to-5 job. Stability is not at the forefront of Aries. Being in control is definitely at the forefront over money, stability, that paycheck that comes in on the same time each month, stuff like that. It's not as important to an Aries as it is to other signs. A lot of earth signs crave that stability. Fire signs, it's not as important to them. Another thing that I love about Aries is they will never do anything just because everyone else is doing it. They're totally okay with being the odd man out if that means that they just get to do and be who they truly are. They're not going to be the type that gets into fashion trends because everybody else is doing it. They will if it's something that they truly like and that they truly love, but they are not going to be the type that will book that trip to Havana, Cuba because everybody else is, or go to a movie because it's trending, or do their makeup in a way that everybody else is doing. They will do things if that's truly what they want to do, because again, Aries are number one in their own hearts. And I'm not saying that in a bad way, I'm just saying it that they don't really care about what other people are doing. They care about themselves. They care about what they want, what they think is cool. That's what they're going to do. And of course, Aries need to be the boss. They need to be the boss of their own life, of their own decisions. And in the work environment, Aries oftentimes will be the boss, or they will not be at that job for very long. Aries do not like following directions. It's not the type of person that Aries are. And they can be so focused on themselves and their own goals that they can forget about other people. So the biggest takeaway for Aries, remember to focus on other people's feelings as well. Of course, focus on yourself and your own goals and do what you have to do to succeed in life, but just don't forget that other people have feelings. They just aren't fueled by emotion. They're fueled by logic, and they don't want to spend a lot of time dwelling about things. They don't want to spend a lot of time talking about their feelings. But I think something that Aries needs to realize is that other people outside of Aries are emotional, and if you can't connect to them on an emotional level, they're going to feel offended by you. They're going to feel overwhelmed by you. Remember, because you do have emotions deep down, Aries, you really do. You just need to open up your heart a little bit and realize that to truly make connections with other people, it can't just be about passion. It needs to be about opening up, letting your ego down, letting your guard down, and really trying to see where the other person is coming from. And then, of course, the second piece of advice would be finish what you start. You could probably save a lot of time and energy if you put a little more time and patience into nurturing your ideas and your goals. Sometimes Aries will get an idea and just run with it and not really think about the implications of time, money, budget, a team, stuff like that. I think Aries would really improve their own life a little bit if they just slowed down and sort of thought out the process a little bit more. But that's not to say stop being passionate, because that is truly what your strength is. Passion, excitement about life, zest for life. Never let that fire burn out, because we need Aries. We need leaders in this world. We need leaders in our relationships and our families, in our friendships, and of course in the workplace, definitely. If you have a boss who has a very fiery personality, see if they're an Aries, or at least a fire sign. I don't want to hate on Aries at all. I do really love Aries. I mean, they're a powerful force. They will carve through undiscovered paths to find new and exciting things about life, new and exciting things for their career, for their families, all of that. So I do appreciate Aries so much. And if an Aries loves you, they do. They will protect you. They're fiery, they're passionate. Just try to be patient with them. Okay guys, well I hope you liked learning about Aries, and if you want to learn about any of the other astrological signs, I'll have them linked below. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I will talk to you guys later. Have a great day. Bye.